Hello. Or in Italian, I'd say Buon Pomeriggio, I would say in Italian. Yes. That is what I'm talking about today. That's what I'm talking about today. Yes, pardon the frogginess of my voice, if I have any. Because I'm woken up with some crap in my throat. My allergies must be acting up. Whoops! Oh, fudge! Her cat did it. I hope nobody heard anything. Well, anyway, let's go on. Well, anyways, I'm gonna talk about today this Italian accent thing in general. Now, I read some articles about fake Italian accents that they have said that Giada De Laurentiis fakes an accent. Well, no, I don't think that's true. I know for a fact that that isn't true because the truth is, she was actually born in Rome, Italy. Believe it or not, she really was. And the way she pronounces the Italian words, like an Italian would, is because that's simply how it's supposed to be pronounced. Now, that is my opinion, because that is the way you should pronounce them, or try the best. And plus, she's actually fluent in the Italian language, and is very much in touch with her Italian roots, especially because she was born there. That's what makes things better. At least if you're in touch with your own roots, or your own heritage. Because, as you've heard before, I have mostly Italian ancestry as well. But I have a mix of two. And pardon those brain farts when I last tried to speak the actual Italian language on the camera last time. I'm so sorry. About this, I really did want to say more than I did. I wanted to talk more about the accent in general, and the intonation. Oh yes, that's a candy can, by the way. I had wanted to talk a little in it about more than I wound up doing, so pardon that. I gotta work on that. The reason being is I haven't really spoken too much of a foreign language too much before, especially before a camera. So yeah, that's the name of that tune. So anyways, I'm just stating my opinion. Now tell me, let me pull up that article again. Like I said before, and like I tried to say in Italian, I'm never going to fake an Italian use a false accent unless I am actually speaking the actual language. In real life, unless I go as my character, Gianmarco Delani. Yes, now. He is, I'd wanted to say this yesterday, who Gianmarco is. My character. In the story that I've been working on for years, is, in the beginning, he had just turned 17 years old. Just turned 17 in the beginning of the story. But in real life, he'd be about 19. But again, in the story, in the beginning of the story, he has just turned 17. And escaped from Florence, Italy. Florence, Italy. And what is he? He is an Italian Michael Jackson look-alike and impersonator and tribute artist, but also is a singer too. and does his own work as well. And some covers of other artists, too. What does he look like? Well, the way Michael Jackson did in the bad era. Only a few differences. One thing, the skin tone. Well, similar to how it was medium tan like that, but way more yellow undertones than mine in his skin. Way more golden in the undertones. You'd even see it in the inside of his forearm, very yellow there, and the veins would appear extremely green. Plus, the other unusual skin behavior he has is whenever sunlight hits him correctly, his skin tends to sparkle. Like there's gold flecks that has been embedded in his skin. Now, there's no insult intended towards Edward Cullen. Now, for you twihards. Gianmarco is his own person. He's not a vampire. He's human. He's just unusual, that's all. And absolutely exotic, for sure, due to his skin behaviors. The lenses. His eye color, naturally dark brown like mine, and of course Michael Jackson, but he wears contact lenses. A lot. Colored. Mostly. Blue, dark blue, light, violet, light blue, violet, green, gray. But sometimes he does the honey one or hazel when he wants to, but mostly he sticks within the blue, green to violet or gray, or aqua sometimes. His height, about the same as MJ's was, 5'11". How old is he? 17. What's he like? He is vivacious, very vivacious, fun-loving, and he's actually prone to yelling some Italian words out. Very prone to doing that. Heck, he's from Italy, he can't help it. Although he speaks English very fluently. But he's trilingual, that means Italian, both the standard language and his local dialect, Spanish, and English. So what year would he be in high school? In the beginning of the story, he would be starting junior year. And this, by no means, is a caricature of Michael Jackson. No, not at all. As Gianmarco is his own person. I know how I've developed him. That character quite a lot. His sexual orientation, complete, is heterosexual. He likes girls. And he flirts quite a lot. Staring tends to be his way of flirting or cracking jokes. Or trying to crack joke or whispering some Italian words into a girl's ear. Teachers do know him well. Have known him pretty well. But with relationships, he's tended to have bad luck because he had 5 girlfriends, and unfortunately 2 of them had to move away, and they would lose touch with each other, and 3 of them have died. 1 died of leukemia, the other one was killed in a car crash, and the other one, the last one, Patrizia, was killed by her ex. She was stabbed multiple times, and unfortunately he witnessed it. And before he could get to the killer, before Gianmarco could get to the killer ran away. And therefore, he had. He tried to save her, but by the time an ambulance got there, it was too late. She died in his arms. And time's running out, so if you want to know more about him, let me know in the comments below.